A bunch of the boys were whooping it up at the Malamute Saloon. The kid that handles the music box was hitting a jag time tune. Back at the bar in a solo game sat dangerous Dan McGrew, and watching his luck was his light love, the lady that's known as Lou. When out of the night, which was 50 below, and into the din and the glare, there stumbled a miner fresh from the creeks, dog dirty and loaded for bear. He looked like a man with a foot in the grave and scarcely the strength of a louse, but he tilted his poke of dust on the bar and called for drinks for the house. There was none could place a stranger's face, though we searched ourselves for a clue, but we drank to his health, and the last one to drink was dangerous Dan McGrew. There's men that just somehow grip your eyes and hold them tight like a spell, and such was he. And he looked to me like a man who had lived in hell, with a face most hair and the dreary stare of a dog whose day is done, as he poured himself slugs of barbed wire hooch, and he drowned them one by one. Then I got to figuring out who he was and wondering what he'd do, and I turned my head, and there watching him was a lady that's known as Lou. His eyes went rubbering around the room, and he seemed in a sort of a daze, till at last the old piano fell in the way of his wandering gaze. The ragtime kid was having a drink, and there was no one else at the stool, so the stranger, he stumbles across the room, and he plops down there like a fool. In a buckskin shirt that was glazed with dirt, he sat, and I saw him sway as he clutched the keys in his taloned hands. My gosh, could that man play? Were you ever out in the great alone when the moon was awful clear and the icy mountains hemmed you in with a silence you most could hear, with only the howl of a timber wolf, and you camped there in the cold, a stark dead thing in a stark dead world, clean mad for the muck called gold, while high overhead, green, yellow, and red, the north lights swept in bars? Then you've a hunch what the music meant. Hunger and night and the stars. And hunger, not of the belly kind that can be banished with bacon and beans, but the gnawing hunger of lonely men for a home and all that it means. A fireside far from the cares that are, four walls and a roof above, but oh so crammed full of cozy joy and crowned with a woman's love. A woman dearer than all the world and true as heaven is true. Gosh, how ghastly she looks in her rouge, that lady that's known as Lou. Then of a sudden the music changed, so soft that you scarce could hear, but you felt that your life had been looted clean of all that you once held dear. That someone had stolen the woman you love, and her love was a devil's lie, and your guts were gone, and the best for you was to crawl away and die. Then the music almost died away. Then it burst like a pent-up flood, and it seemed to say, repay, repay, and my eyes were blind with blood. It brought back the thought of an ancient wrong, and it stung like a frozen lash and awoke the lust to kill, to kill. And then the music stopped with a crash. And the stranger turned, and his eyes they burned in a most peculiar way, and in a buckskin shirt that was glazed with dirt, he sat, and I saw him sway. His lips went in and kind of a grin, and he spoke, and his voice was calm. And boy, says he, you don't know me, but none of you care it, and none of you care a damn, but I want to state, and my words are straight, and I'll bet my poke they're true, that one of you is a hound of hell, and that one is Dan McGrew. Well, I ducked my head and the lights went out, and two guns blazed in the dark. A woman screamed. The lights came on. Two men lay stiff and stark. Pitched on his head and pumped full of lead lay dangerous Dan McGrew, while the man from the creeks lay clutched to the breast of the lady that's known as Lou. Now, these are the simple facts of the case. I guess I ought to know. Some say the stranger was crazed with hooch, and I'm not denying that so. Now, I'm not as wise as them lawyer guys, but strictly between us two, the woman that kissed him and pinched his pope was a lady that's known as Lou.